What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So, when I was reacting to all the popular outlet mock drafts with like ESPN, Bleacher Report, The Ringer, kind of completely forgot about The Athletic, and I pay for an Athletic subscription as well. I just don't know why I didn't think to react to their 2022 mock draft. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy these style videos. It really seems like you guys do enjoy me reacting to these mocks. This is by Sam, gonna butcher his name, Vicini. I'm going to go with that. I believe he's like their lead NBA draft guys, like their Jonathan Gavoni, their Kevin O'Connor, their Jonathan Wasserman. So, yeah, if you do enjoy these, drop a thumbs up. I'll leave a link to the article down below. So, I think this might be post-lottery picks for every team. I guess every team. I don't know if this was just going to be lottery selection. So, I think Jabari, yeah, like he already mentioned that Jabari Smith's going #1 to the Orlando Magic. Which seems like, I guess that is going to be happening on draft night. I really thought it was going to be Chet Holmgren. I thought, okay, like, I think it was the day before the lottery. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, there's no way Chet Holmgren doesn't go #1. And it looks like Jabari Smith is going to be the #1 pick. And it could haunt, it really can haunt the Magic if they mess this up. And Chet is this transcendent, like, kind of star in his own way. And he becomes one of the more unique players in the league. But hey, Jabari Smith can still become very good. He's my #2 player in this class. Chet is my #1, and it looks like Smith's his favorite player in the class. So, hey, maybe in my mock I would have Chet going 1 because he's my favorite player. But it's looking like in my final mock I will not have Chet there. So we have the OKC Thunder selecting Chet Holmgren at #2. And then I'm assuming we'll see Paolo Banchero at 3. So that's pretty much what we've been seeing so far from every outlet. Is literally Jabari Smith 1, Chet Holmgren 2, Paolo Banchero 3. We've been seeing pretty much from everybody Jaden Ivey 4. He has Jaden Ivey at 4 as well. So we've seen some switch-ups at 5. Mainly it was Shaedon Sharpe, but recently we've seen a lot of Keegan Murray hype at #5 and maybe Shaedon Sharpe dropping. So let's see who he has at #5. And it is Shaedon Sharpe. Okay. So Shaedon Sharpe setting for the first time this draft cycle. He is going to the Pistons. That's what I still have at the moment. I don't really have the balls to put Keegan Murray at 5 yet, unless something breaks word that like people love him. And you know what I'd actually love to happen on draft night, just so everybody's mock gets, well, no, I wouldn't want that, but I feel like we could see the Rockets. I don't know about the Thunder because I think they're going to be sold on Chet. I wouldn't be surprised. The Rockets be like, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Green, that's our backcourt. They take him over Banchero. They keep rolling out with Şengün and Christian Wood in the front court. They have Jaden Ivey play point guard. Kevin Porter Jr. isn't the long-term answer. They move on from John Wall. What if that scenario happens, right? And then maybe, I guess, Sacramento would have to take Banchero. And then you have Banchero, Sabonis in your front court, which is not the greatest, like, I don't know, fit. And then you got Sharpe. Maybe Sharpe goes at 4. That would definitely, I think, just send the draft into a frenzy. It would be chaotic. At #6, we have the Pacers taking Keegan Murray. Whoa! Not the Keegan Murray part, but that is the highest I have seen Jeremy Sochan so far. I've been seeing some borderline lottery love for Jeremy Sochan, but I have not seen #7 pick love. And this would be, I think, dumb as hell for the Blazers. First of all, you could trade the pick, mention it on Twitter, package this and Nasir Little for OG Anunoby, you do it. I don't care if it's a 7th overall pick, because there's a good chance that you draft a bust with the 7th overall pick. OG Anunoby is a proven two-way star. Star in his own role, not a star in the league. But you know what I mean. Taking Jeremy Sochan over Johnny Davis, Jalen Duren, Dyson, I don't know. Like, Jeremy Sochan's going to have probably a better rookie year than AJ Griffin and Dyson Daniels. He's more NBA ready. He's going to fit a lot of NBA teams better. But what the Blazers need is somebody to really be a major impact, be like that 3rd leading scorer on the team in their rookie year and can make an immediate impact right now. I mean, I guess Sochan does that. I don't know. I feel like he's just got a lower ceiling. And it's kind of like why I wasn't a huge fan of, like, the Wizards taking Corey Kispert last year. Like, they needed to take somebody that's like a boom or bust guy. Like, yeah, they might be a bust in like AJ Griffin or Dyson Daniels, but they also might change your franchise around if their potential is mounted. And I just don't know about Jeremy Sochan 7. And you could probably trade down, but he's probably not going to do any trade downs in this. 8, we have Mathurin going to the Pelicans. So he's got Johnny Davis. It's just really him throwing in Sochan above Davis, Griffin, Duren, Daniels. Kind of messes a lot of things up. In Mathurin as well. 9, we have the Spurs taking AJ Griffin. Okay. Yeah. Griffin before Duren and Johnny Davis is fine. But yeah, we're seeing some of those guys fall. Dyson Daniels goes 10 to Washington, which is a not a match made in heaven, but I would love that for them, because if you count Jaden Ivey as a pure 1 and the only point guard in that top 5, Dyson Daniels is the clear-cut number 2 point guard in this draft for me, followed by Ty Washington. And then there's some players that are like, yeah, you could say he's a point guard, maybe not. But yeah, I think if the Wizards can get Daniels at 10, that's a steal. Who does he have my Knicks taking? Jalen Duren. Honestly, don't hate it. I don't hate it. But that means Mitchell Robinson is probably gone. So, I mean, I like Mitchell Robinson, but I'm really not going to lose sleep if he does leave the Knicks, because he gets hurt a lot. He gets into foul trouble still sometimes. The potential is there, and I'm sure some team would mount it and really unlock it, and he would become a top 7 center in the league, and of course. But I wouldn't mind the Knicks taking Jalen Duren and moving on from Mitchell Robinson, especially if he wants 16, 17 million a year. Which is just, I wouldn't pay him that at all. Number 12, the OKC Thunder taking Ousmane Dieng. Seen that a couple times here, but with Johnny Davis on the board, I don't know if you're going to go away. You might as well go the better one. 13, Charlotte, Mark Williams. I think every outlet has mocked this, so it's not happening. Do not put Mark Williams to the Hornets in your final mock. I'm not doing it. I think it's, I don't know. I don't want to do it. We have, I could even see, what if the Hornets were, we would love Jalen Duren. They would move 13 and 15 to move up. I don't know. Maybe. But we got Cleveland getting Johnny Davis at 14. I think that's a steal at 14. I mean, some people have had him high. Yeah, I think maybe just kind of his play and how Wisconsin got knocked out early. No. Was it Wisconsin or Iowa that got knocked out early in the NCAA tournament? I forget. But I feel like Johnny Davis has definitely, his stock has dropped as of late. I don't know if it's because of combines. Maybe it's just people don't think he has as high of a ceiling. But falling to 14 is kind of criminal, I feel like. I would just love that for Cleveland, man. I really would. 15, Hornets taking Ochai Agbaji. Okay, I'm fine with that. I liked Agbaji to 14 at Cleveland, but not knowing Johnny Davis is there. Malachi Branham going to the Hawks at 16. See, I feel like, okay, Ty Washington falls 17 to the Rockets. And yeah, you don't have to take Jaden Ivey if you like Ty Washington maybe just as much and you think you can get Washington at 17, you do that. We got the Chicago Bulls taking Tari Eason at 18. Love that. Love that. If Eason's there, you take him. If he's gone, you probably look at Jeremy Shohan. If he's gone, you also look at E.J. Liddell. But Tari Eason to Chicago or Jeremy Shohan to Chicago. Love that. That's why, I like Sohan a lot, and I want him to go to, a team that's, win now mode. Maybe Charlotte, maybe Cleveland. Seeing him in Portland, who might not even make the play-in tournament next year, do I want to see that? I don't know. I mean, Dame will be back, though. 19, we have Blake Wesley going to Minnesota. I'm fine with that. I could open up maybe Malik Beasley out the door. I mean, we'll see what happens with D'Angelo Russell. Walker Kessler going 20 to the Spurs is kind of high, I think, a little bit. But they do need that big man depth. And if they didn't go Jalen Duren, you can look at Walker Kessler. Jalen Williams going to the Nuggets at 21. We got Bryce McGowns to the Grizzlies at 22. Jaden Hardy going to the Nets. Sure, why not? Terquavion Smith, I think he might have opted out and is returning to college. Could be wrong, but so this could just be a little bit outdated. Nikola Jovic to the Spurs at 25. Yep, European guy they're going to take. Marjon Beauchamp to the Mavericks at 26. I like that. I mean, I would love Blake Wesley or them to take a chance on Jaden Hardy, but with them off the board, I don't mind Beauchamp. I don't mind Trevor Keels as well if they don't bring back Jalen Brunson. Kennedy Chandler going to the Heat at 27. Big fan of that. They need a backup point guard. Jake LaRavia going to the Warriors at 28. I had him in my first round in one of my mocks, but I think it's going to be more of a second round pick. Patrick Baldwin going to the Grizzlies at 29. Honestly, whoever they take at 29 is probably not going to play a lot next year unless they have a huge roster turnover in the offseason or just 1,000 injuries. So why not take somebody that's super raw and just has the athleticism and the frame to be a good player, but just was not great at Milwaukee? Hey, develop him. Get him that NBA player development in. And then we got Kendall Brown going 30 to Thunder, or Kendall Brown. That guy as well would be kind of nice. So he does do a second round pick or draft, so I'm kind of surprising to see some of these bigger names in the second round. I know Leonard Miller just pulled out of the draft, E.J. Liddell in the second round. Okay. Trevor Keels in the second round is a little bit interesting. Christian Brown in the second round. Dalen Terry. Okay. There's Gio Montero, Harrison Ingram. Yeah, the second round picks are kind of tough to really look at in a mock because will they happen? Probably not. I think I did 2 second round mocks last year, and I predicted 0 players correctly in the second round. So you got to take those with a grain of salt. Either way, I hope you guys did enjoy this reaction. Drop a like if you did. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.